Ateker, yoga, ekakiror, Aleni Tino. Today, I am going to be telling you about my clan and a lot of things. How we name, how our naming ceremonies are done, how we resolve our conflicts, and so much more. So come with me as you listen to the story about Isore Imalera. What makes my clan unique is the fact that we do not eat squirrels. We actually raise them. We don't even touch them because we believe if you touch a squirrel or eat a squirrel, your skin peels off. Now, the other things you'd like to know about my clan is how we name in my clan. We have a ritual that we perform while naming children in my clan. The ritual that we usually perform when naming children in our clan is called etal. During this ritual, many kinds of foods, special kinds of foods are prepared. The foods are meat, they prepare meaty foods, and then every kind of traditional food. But this is the trickiest part of the food. Sorghum is boiled. They boil sorghum. After boiling the sorghum itself, they add in sim, and then they add in nuts and many other kinds of foods. Now, while all of this is done, they also have a stick called esas. This stick is a very respectful stick in our clan. Usually, this stick is used for things like naming the clan and also can be used for cursing. Now, during the naming ritual, the mother is put to sit in front of the door. Then after she has sat down in front of the door, they put the stick in front of her. Now usually when that stick is there, they make lamentations, good lamentations when naming the child. And now usually the lamentations are done by older people, elderly women, our grandmothers and our great-grandmothers. So as they make the lamentation, they say good things, they declare good things in the life of the mother. These rituals are usually performed for the firstborn child and the second-born child. So as they do that, they also tell the lady about our clan. If she's not from our clan, or even if she's from the clan, they remind her. So she is told things like, in our clan, we do not do this and that. In our clan, this is not accepted. In our clan, this is how men are treated. So, with all that said, let me tell you the bad parts about the esas stick. This stick can also be used to lay curses. When a woman or anyone in the clan does anything wrong, older ladies pick that stick, and when they hit the ground with it while saying bad lamentations, while saying, oh, this and this is going to happen, you will never bear a child, you will never do this, usually that actually comes to pass. For example, I have a grandmother, the mother to my uncle. My uncle told me that he was born alone because he was told by clan members that when he was younger, his mother did something to upset the elderly ladies in our clan. So the elderly ladies performed that ritual. They beat the ground while laying curses. And from that time, she has been barren and she has not been able to give birth to any other child except my uncle. Now, with all of that said, after they have done the lamentations, the good lamentations, then now they move ahead to name the child and give the child a name. Usually, this name is picked from one of the elders in our clan, but they avoid giving the child the name of an indisciplined elder, the name of an elder that does not portray good examples in the clan. If the elder is known for being a witch or a witch doctor or a wizard, the child is not given that name. They avoid his name because we believe that if you give a child the name of a bad person, that child inherits the name plus the characters all together. So now, after giving the child the name, the little beautiful baby that is born is also given the food that has been cooked to taste a little of it to climax the naming celebrations or the naming rituals. Local brew is brought, which we call ajono. Now, this ajono is brought by the in-laws, the parents or the relatives to the woman. When the relatives come, they come with ajono in pots, almost 12 and above pots. This is now what they use after celebrations. People sit down in circles and in groups as they enjoy the ajono. Something that I forgot to say is the pot that they usually use for cooking is tied with grass. They tie grass around the pot, and they also carry that very grass and tie it around the lady's legs. The lady also is put, like, they tie intestines of the animals that have been cut that day on her as well. Sometimes the intestines are raw and fresh, just brought out of the cow and tied on her. But sometimes they cook them. That is rarely. They rarely cook them, but culturally they pick them straight from the animal and tie them on the lady. The specific kind of grass that is usually tied around the neck of the pot and around the woman's legs is emuria. Some of the names in my clan are Okipi. Okipi means this child was born when it is raining or when the rain is pouring. The other one that we have is Okileng and Akileng. This means that the child was born through C-section or the child was born through an operation. Ekileng is a knife. So usually we believe that it's a knife that is used for operations. The other name that we have is Okitui and Akitui. This means the child was born before arrival to the hospital, or the child was born in the bush. The other one that we have is Alupot and Olupot. This means this child was born after continuous death of all the other children that had been born before. So a ritual is usually done, then these children get born. So that is when we name the child Alupot or Olupot. We also have Elungat and Alungat. This means that this child was born when the father had denied the pregnancy, or the father had abandoned the child and the mother gave birth to an abandoned child, or a child that has been denied by the father. That is when we name the child Elungat or Alungat. Now, let me tell you about how we resolve conflicts in our clan, or how conflicts are usually resolved in my clan. In our clan, there are cases that are so brutal. For example, if incest is performed, when a brother gets into a relationship with a sister, or let's say cousin brother and cousin sister, what is done is you are caught. The both of you are taken to the swamp, and now when they take you to the swamp, they cut dry grass. Then when they cut dry grass, they put it around you. When they put the dry grass around you, the both of you together, they light fire. On you people, on that grass, they usually light fire. So as that fire burns, of course you will run, and you're supposed to run to the direction of home. Now, as you run, all clan members will have gathered with canes, very big canes. So as you run, everyone canes you. Everyone canes you with a stick. By the time you reach home, you will have been caned 2,000 plus strokes by your clan members. So now what people do is they usually run very fast and make sure they reach home very, very fast, so that the canes are few and not as much. Then another way is, let's say each families have conflicts. If this family has a conflict with the other, what they usually do is they sit down. The clan leaders come together and sit down and see if they can resolve the clan. Sometimes for those who are very stubborn, they cane you brutally. For those who are just stubborn and keep on bringing wrangles amongst people. For example, if I left my home as a woman and went to another home to go and give false news or to talk ill about someone, and they realize that it's because of me that these two families are fighting, they put me down and they cane me seriously. Then one thing I would like to also tell you people as I conclude is I am so glad to say that my clan, Isore Imalera, comes from Ngariam, and the exact place that it is, the best line for their origin the place is called Okwamumwar, and that is exactly where I come from, and that is my village. So I am so happy and I am so glad that I have told you about my clan. Thank you very much.